everyone. We are going to move right along into Chapter 10. Once we get through Chapter 10, I have one more thing I want to introduce to you before the end of 6th grade, because it is very important moving into 7th grade that you guys learn integers. So Chapter 10, we're going to go through this whole week, so it's going to move pretty fast. Please reach out to me if you need help with any of the assignments. Please, I can set up a Google Meet. We can get on, I can help you, I can walk you through it. Okay, so like I said, we're going to go pretty quickly through Chapter 10. We're going to get through it this week, and then next week we're going to go into integers. Okay, so for 10.1, this is stem and leaf plots. So we've been working on dot plots, which was for Chapter 9. Now we're going to work on some other types of statistical data analyzations using the different things. So we're going to have stem and leaf plots. Then 10.2 is histograms. 10.3 is shapes of distributions. And then 10.4 will be box and whisker plots. So you're going to have a whole variety of different ways to show data and learn how to do that. So let me get my little pointer. Okay, so what is a stem and leaf plot? A stem and leaf plot is a special table where each data value is split into a stem, which is the first digit or digits, and a leaf, which is usually the last digit of a number. So this table right here, we're talking about the number of push-ups. The stem represents the tens place, and the leaf represents the ones place. Look closely at the key. What does it tell you? So it's telling you that, for example, if you have the 3 on the stem side and a 0 on the leaf side, that equals 30 push-ups. So really, if you needed to list out what the data in this table is, you would simply just list, and you'll put the stem and leaves together. So I'm just going to do this real quick. So we have for your leaves, we have 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, because the stem is 0. So there's no 0 is in the tens place. So then now I'm in my second column. Now I have 12, 13, 16, 18, 18. Okay, now if I move to my third column, I'm just going to put the 2 in front of each of these numbers. So you can see there's a lot of data in this table. So a stem and leaf plot is a good way to organize that data when you have a long list of numbers. Okay. How do I read a stem and leaf plot? So the stems are the numbers in the tens place, and the leaves are the numbers in the ones place. Put a stem together with a leaf to create a value, just like I just showed you on the previous slide. So put the highlighted stem and leaf together, what value do you get? So using the same key, I believe this is the same table. Actually, no, yeah, it is. 1 and 8, you would get 18. Okay, that's all you're doing. What questions do stem and leaf plots answer? Okay, so we're still using the same table. So question number 1 says, how many students were surveyed? So how you find that out is to find out how many data values you have, because each data value represents somebody's answer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 22 students were surveyed. And you can show that by just counting how many numbers are in the leaf spot. How many students did 18 push-ups? So if I look at my 1 and my 8, there's one that did 18, and there's another one that did 18. So that would be 2. How many students did greater than 20 push-ups? So you have to look at all the numbers that are larger than 20. So if I'm in my 20 row, we start at 21, so that's greater than 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 students did greater than 20 push-ups. How many fewer students did more than 30 push-ups than students who did 29 push-ups or less? Okay, how many fewer students did more than 30 push-ups than students who did 29 push-ups or less? So how many did 29 or less? All right, so let's look how many did 29 or less. Oh, let me get my pointer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 did 29 or less and more than 30 push-ups. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 did more than 30. How many fewer students did more than 30 push-ups than students that did 29 or less? I'm going to subtract those two, and I'm going to get 9. All right. Here's a different stem and leaf plot, and we can see what is different about this plot. And the only difference is if we look at the key. So now, if you put your stem and your leaf together, you're actually putting a decimal point in between the stem and the leaf. So 5 and 9 would actually be 5.9. And then you would have 6.2 and 6.3. 7.6, 7.9, and so forth. So what is the lowest diving score? So the lowest diving score would be 5.9. What is the greatest diving score? 9.0. And what is the difference in the lowest diving score and the greatest diving score? So we would have to subtract. So if we have 9.0 minus 5.9, remember when you're subtracting decimals, line up your decimals. I have to carry the 1, and I get 3.1. Okay, so how do you make a stem and leaf plot? So we first looked at how we can read one. Now let's make one of our own. Okay, so the first thing you do is we're looking at this data value table, and we have cell phone call lengths. So it's very important that when you're making graphs of representations of data that you always title it. So when somebody is looking at it, they know what they're looking at. So let's call this cell phone call lengths. Okay, so then we're going to have our stem, and we're going to have our leaf. And then we're just going to go ahead and go through here. So 2 would just be by itself in the leaf. That's going to have a 0 stem. I'm going to cross it off so I know I did it. 3, 5, and 6. Okay, now I'm in to a number that has 2 digits, and it's going to have a tens place and a ones place. So this will be my 1 is my stem, 0 is my leaf, 1 and 4, 1 and 8, and that's it for 1. Now I've got my 2s, 23, 23, that's it for 2s, 3, 3, 0, 3, 6. Now, even though I do not have any numbers that start with 4, I still have to put the 4 there. You can't skip it. And then I'll go to 5 and 5. All right, and that is it. That is how you make a stem and leaf plot. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.